offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
This is Mitchell. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
19 sight. 19. Buffalo 18. 19.
This time it's a passing play. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Buffalo 80.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Looking in the air here. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Ready?
First down.
Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Sanders now. That's complete. David Njoku. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Got it. Ready?
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Shot, go.
Judkins. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
79. Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
It's Jenkins again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Warriors 70, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Rolling from the gun here. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Back to 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They're going to try and throw it here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has a man on target to Thornton. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the 1st.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Dante Kent with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Sanders. He put everything he had into this one. Throwing for Njoku, but intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll work against the blitz. And the Browns get there and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he goes, third and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Arkansas rookie.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Sanders. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now run, this is Mitchell. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Mitchell. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Austin makes the grab downfield. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Dragon, 60.
They're throwing it. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Vegas first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Viking, 18.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Mitchell on the carry. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Cougar, here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dropping back to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Raiders.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes.
Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Kent on the return. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that 1st down. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Get it. Get it.
Another game to Judkins. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it.
Ready.
They'll go, Judkins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st.
First down.
Another one for Judkins. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
At the 50-yard line.
Judkins headed right. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
At the 47.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Judkins running between the tackles. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay,
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Stop low. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Third and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Sanders going to throw on 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
On the jump.
One last play before the break.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
The final throw before the break. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kent on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Judkins. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Throw left side, complete. On the move, past the 40. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. McCole Hardman now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw. It would stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
70 Timberwolves.
They're going to throw out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw, third and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
With Sanders out of the pistol. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Bowers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down from the 42.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinal, 18 Buffalo, 18.
Looking to throw here. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
70 Rangers. Craft all 80. Ready,
Throw here, third down. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Handoff here to Mitchell. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
They'll air it out on third. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and will force a 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
The Raiders' kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kent on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Liking 18. Go.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. This one falls incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Desperation time here. Hits him on the out route. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Here's Mitchell again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Bronco 80.
Here's a throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Say, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Dialing up a receiver screen. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice game.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Get up, go.
Mitchell up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Oof, not sure what that was about, but it skips off the crossbar. And the Raiders take a 16-point lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kent on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, break.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air here on 2nd. Sanders. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Back to throw now. Complete out to the right. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 3rd down, they need 7.
Maverick. 6 Bronco 80.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's caught. He's got ground. And that's a Raiders first down. And more than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for him. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief.
That finds him deep down the sideline. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kent on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Get the pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready, ready.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. Makes the tackle. He's still going. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
To the air, Sanders. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pin. And the Raiders get it as he makes his 3rd interception this game. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kent on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On the give, here's Junkins. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Rolling from the gun here. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This gets the 1st and more. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. It's undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
19, Tiger, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to pass it here. Trying for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So it's a road win.